I think it hit me on the L like in the summer. There's a smell that this job is breaking me down. Like what you doing trying to spell. I saw my face in the reflection. Eyes, it wasn't hard to tell. Need to pause and change up direction. Out the time that I excel, I've been staring at this computer screen. The green, it might have.
Welcome back. So today I think it's time we tackle a little bit of rust. Let's get it done. Right, so just had to take it off the ramp because Joel is in here and he has a rotten Mini over there. Show you his subframe. I'll just turn it around. It seems we only have rotten cars in this workshop. I don't think he's having very much fun. Yeah, right, we'll start by taking the seats out, I think, and then we can then get the carpet, door trims and stuff like that. Just had a little look. I think there's 2 bolts at the front down here, and then one behind this trim and one behind that trim in there. So we'll undo them, pull both the seats out, then the rear seats, and then we can get the carpet out. Well, that's how that comes off. So these are 14mm. So yeah, one there, 2 at the front. So we'll get them out and then we'll pull the seat out. One. Ah, gimbal died.
I think it hit me on the L like in the summer. There's a smell that this job is breaking me down. Like what you doing trying to spell. I saw my face in the reflection. Eyes, it wasn't hard to tell. Need to pause and change up direction. Out the time that I excel, I've been staring at this computer screen. The green, it might avail all my effort and dedication. Not enough to stop the bills. Never mind, it caught me designing. No time to recline and chill. Come to find the kind of life I had in mind, it wasn't real. I heard the city was electric. That was something I could feel. The only thing is it get hectic with your hand on that 3rd rail. The blimp told me it's yours. The speaker said kick your sneakers and watch the closing doors.
What's the key to life? Money, power, success? Time waits, don't know how many hours is left. Before that envy hit him and niggas plot on your death. Thought everything was Gucci, didn't know that I was depressed. The wrong ones to fought with them bullets shy with your flesh. Van moves, nothing for forensic artists to sketch. Never introduced my kids to a bitch I hardly respect. I never harbor feelings, that's something I often neglect. I'm staying out the way of that fuck shit that y'all project. No Serato came in this bitch with the record set. Protect your neck, goons is lurking, inspect the deck. You looking like a lick to a nigga that's check the check. Yeah.
I'm just gonna untuck the carpet from here for now, just to make things a little bit easier. Okay. That is all now free. and then we can remove rear door cards at a later date and treat inside the rear speaker holes so they don't rust out, but they can stay in for now. Just want the carpet and the seats out, really. Right. Driver's seat, same principle. Two at the back, two at the front. So I'll get them out and then I'll get the seat out. Forgot to mention there is actually a plug underneath the driver's seat, but it simply just unplugs and a couple of cable ties and that will come free, and then you can pull the seat out and then walk it down the side. So that's them out. Awesome. And just so we don't lose them, what a good idea. Right, so I think that's enough. It's just enough so I can pull the carpet up, prop it out the way, so when I weld underneath, because it'll end up welding along here, so with the carpet sat in there, you just know it would catch fire. So it's just so I can tuck the carpet out of the way whilst I weld. Probably will end up taking it all out and cleaning it, or maybe even finding a red one, but for now I just want to concentrate on underneath, and then once the underneath's all done, then this is the sort of stuff that I can then think about and then maybe change. There's no, I didn't mean to do that, I am sorry. There's no point in taking all that out yet when I've got underneath stuff to do, so we'll leave that there. That's carpet up, so yeah, we'll get it back on the ramp, and yeah, we'll see if we can make a start on cutting it out. So I'm going to start by just cutting all that out, giving it a clean up. Safety first today, because I'm going to use a wire wheel and don't really want to get it in my face. Gonna leave the goggles on because I quite like them. Right, so just bring you under here just to show you an idea of what I'm gonna try and aim for. So clean all the sealant off, try and clean this little edge up here, and then I'll have a nice run along the floor to weld a panel in. And then same with this, I need to try and get all of this out here, so drill out the spot welds, try and peel that back, and then I can make a panel that sits in there nicely all the way along there, and then tackle that rear another time. Well, I'll just give you a little progress update. As you can see, got the spot welds out, got that first layer off there, and then cleaned up all the sealant along here, so that'll give us something nice. I mean, we'll get a belt sander in here and actually clean that back so it's nice, and then treat it. But yeah, a little bit of progress for a moment. It's trying to give us something that we can actually weld onto and get it solid again. Right, so we made a start on this side. Can't do the back here yet because the ramp arm's in the way, but we'll tackle that section. This is all pretty solid, but I think I'm gonna cut that out anyway. Yeah, I made a start in cutting this bit out. So yeah, that's the same as the other side. Just, yeah, chopping through it. And we'll clean all this up, obviously a little bit better. And that will all be patched in quite nicely, but yeah, the cutting out's coming along pretty well now. So yeah, goodbye rust. So I did actually set the camera up to record me marking out, cutting this and then folding it, but the memory on my phone decided it was going to fill up pretty fast and it didn't record. So you can have me cutting it out and then you can have the finished product, unfortunately. Sorry. Right, so that's one panel sort of half made, and that will be one section that goes in here. I'll have to make it out of a couple just because the sheets that we buy are, I mean, you can kind of see they're not massive, but we can fit them in the back of the car. So I'll have to make it out of a couple of sections, but yeah, that's the first section. I'll have to do some adjustments on that, but that will go in there. There we go, there is 2 sections made. Obviously I need to clean this undersill up and then make a little section for in here yet. But yeah, I'll weld them to the floor, I'll trim them up a little bit. I'll trim this down so they both meet, and then plug weld them along here, and then yeah, get onto this rear section, but that's all in the wheel well and all sorts, so that's another bit. But what I'll do is I'll get these trimmed up, get these tacked in place, and then get that front bit done, and then yeah, it'll just sort of start flowing, and then this side will be done, which will be good, and then we can tackle the other side. Right, so just got it off the ramp, just put it down the side of the workshop. Don't want to clog the ramp up because it's not just me in here, there is a few of us that actually use this workshop. I'm going to start dragging them into the videos soon, whether they like it or not. But yeah, I'm going to leave that on there. I think next video, I'm going to put them 2 little panels I made, I'm going to get them tacked in. I'll clean up and treat behind it with some weld-through primer and stuff, get them tacked in, and I think for me that just make me a little bit happier knowing that it's starting to come together. And then I'm going to tackle that rear section, try and move the ramp so I can actually get in there with a grinder and a wire wheel, and see what I can come up with, really. I'm not a professional. I've welded a few cars up, but nothing too crazy, really. Just make it up as I go along, but I'll make sure it's solid. So yeah, I'll leave it on there. Make sure you like, make sure you are subscribed, because I have noticed that most of the viewers are not actually subscribed to the channel, so it only takes a few seconds. So go down below, hit that subscribe button, press like, let me know in the comments what you think. Are the videos long enough? Are they too short? You know, let me know what you guys want, because I am making the content for you as well as for me. So yeah, any feedback is massively appreciated. But until then, hope you enjoy.